What is up, y'all? What is up, y'all? So we have the very first patch notes for Gekishin Squadra. Now they did post this picture giving us an overview of the units that are getting adjusted. So as we can see, buffs. Let's see, Kid Gohan, Dabura, Super Saiyan Trunks, Piccolo, Frieza, Bojack, and Khalifa. Now these characters really did need the buffs, except for Dabura. I felt like Dabura was fine. He was doing pretty well for what he does, but Kid Gohan, Frieza, Bojack, and Trunks, all four of them were very, very underperforming. Like when I was seeing them in games, they would underperform. They weren't doing that well. Other characters did what they did better. Now when it comes to Khalifa and Piccolo, I thought they were pretty good. They weren't like the worst characters, of course. I think Khalifa was fine, but we'll see what they're doing with the buffs for them. Nerfs. Oh, nerf. Look at my boy Krillin. Oh, my boy Krillin got nerfed, bruh. Oh, it feels bad. But anyways, as we can see for the nerfs, we got Baby, which, man, Baby was a monster. Baby was an actual fucking monster, man. As well as 18 was a monster as well. They were running the beta like real hard. Zamasu, I didn't think Zamasu needed nerfs. I think Zamasu was pretty fine in the second beta. The first beta of Zamasu was fucking crazy, but the second beta, they really did balance him well. I'm not sure why they're nerfing Majin Buu. Cooler nerfs. I don't really have much experience playing against a cooler. There weren't very many cooler players, to be honest. If there were any player, it was like Goku, Vegeta, Oob, Krillin, 18, Baby. Those were the Dabura. Those are the characters that I was seeing. Not so much anybody else. Now we do have some adjustments to Super Saiyan Goku, to Vegeta and Oob. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with them. Oob was a monster as well. Oob, once you get his like orb like maxed out, he did so much damage. It's crazy. And we have a battle system update for the Nappa, 18, and Jocko. These are basically like dragon buffs in League. If you ever played League of Legends, like dragon buffs, Baron buffs, this is basically what they are. So let's dive deeper into what they are doing. Version 1.0 patch notes now available. Let's see, two major objectives: balance outlier heroes, you know, like Baby, 18, Krillin, and tweak game functions with unintended behaviors. Okay, including the hero pick rates and win rates. They've also taken in other info, general hero performances and specific ranks, individual hero numerics, basically telling us how they're gonna balance this game. So they're basically gonna be like, okay, this character's too good, let's nerf him. This character's too bad, let's buff him, basically. Now let's look at the buffs. Now Kid Gohan, I also don't really have much experience with him, so I'm not sure how good everything. I just remember he never really provided much to the team. Whenever I was playing with him or against Kid Gohan, he wasn't really like we win or lose whether he was there or not, you know. So I don't think, like, maybe they buffed his performance. Let's see. Friendship boost. Attack up increased by 300. Okay. Wow. Increased by 100. Well, so 100. Wow. Okay. That's a huge support buff. Nice. During exploding rage, rush attack from 100 times 6 to 140 times 6. Wow. They buffed up his numbers big time. Masenko. Is this Masenko? Oh, 0.25 meters. Okay, so increase of 0.25 meters. I'm not sure how. I'm not really familiar with how the range works in this game. I'm gonna need to play it for like a really long time before I could be like, oh, this, that, this, that. This is the very first patch note, so I'm really gonna have to see like how they are in game before I could truly judge whether these patch notes are good or not. Energy defense down affected to enemies within barriers increased 600 to 800, and then it persists 2 seconds after exiting. Nice. Increase, so his ulti increase super attack by 5 seconds. Strike up effect to allies increase from 300 to 500. Strike attack up shortened from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. And then defense up from 600 to 700. Okay, so they basically just buffed up his support a lot. So Gohan is definitely gonna be in a huge supporting role. He has the friendship boost, leave it to me, and also the ulti. All of these buffing allies and debuffing enemies. His only 2 attacking skills: his rush attack, and his Masenko. Rush attack getting more damage when he's in exploding rage. All right, Gohan looking good. Moving on to Dabura. Doesn't look like they did much to him, so let's see. Damage decreased by 90. Okay. Petrification gauge gain increase. What does that mean? What does this mean? 40 squiggly line 15. 49 squiggly line 14. What does this mean? What? Hold up. What? Where is it? What does this mean? What does 40 squiggly line 15 to 49 squiggly line 14 mean? Bro, what is this? They need to fix. Bro, what literally, what does this mean? Gekishin, I almost said Dokkan. What does this mean, Gekishin? Literally, what does this mean? What does 40 squiggly line 15, 49 squiggly line 4? I have no idea what the fuck this shit means. I know what this means, petrification gauge increase. I know that. But what the fuck is this? Is this 40 minus? What the fuck is this? Literally, what the fuck is this? Whatever. And then petrification gauge increase 40 to 50. Oh, on the super attack. So they didn't. This is more like a nerf than a buff to me. I mean, you do get to petrify, so you get to turn them into stone faster, but the damage decrease. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Super Saiyan Trunks. They just buffed his attack percentage when transformed. I think they need to do a lot more to Trunks because he was really underperforming, I think, in these games. I was just killing Trunks all over the place, dead ass. Like, he wasn't doing nothing to me. So I really hope to see more Trunk buffs. Piccolo Light Grenade. Range increase. For the first 2 levels. Nice. Blast speed decreased. Oh my god! 70 to 45, 136 to 75. Holy fuck, it's gonna be moving so slow. Okay. Damage at all levels unified to Okay. Bro, what? How is this a buff, bruh? Nah. There's no way they did this shit to Piccolo and they're like, yeah, it's a buff. Dude, there's no way they did this shit to Piccolo calling it a buff, bro. What is this? 4,000 to 2,500, bro. What? 1,020 to 840. What the fuck? Alright. And then the distance at which damage increases per skill level adjusted. So it needs to go less range to get max damage, but still max damage is only they halved his they basically halved Piccolo's damage. Crazy. Frieza, super attack cooldown 60 to 50 seconds. That's actually huge. 10 seconds off. I think Frieza does need a little bit more buff. So maybe his other cooldowns can get reduced as well, because I'm pretty sure Frieza has the largest cooldowns in the game, and it's very long. So I really hope they really adjust that. Full power Bojack. Base HP. Okay, what I don't know what that means. So all attack up when transformed. 5%. Okay. Subordinates now appear in a fixed order. Stack base scaling of enhanced follow-up attacks removed for consistency. And then super attack cooldown shortened by 10 seconds. All right. I didn't get a chance to use Bojack that much, so I'm not sure how good this is. We're gonna have to see in game. I was playing mostly Krillin, Vegeta, mostly just Krillin. I was just using Krillin, bro. I love Krillin. Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa. Attack up when transformed increase 125 to 130. All right. I also did not get a chance to use Khalifa, so we'll see how she is. Baby. Energy explosion. Movement speed during activation decreased 100 to 75. Damage decreased 250, 450 to 200, 400. And then cooldown increased by 3 seconds. So that's a shit. Oh my god. They demolished that one right here. Possession. Self HP recovery time over time increased 1 to 0.75 seconds. Possession duration shortened from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. Yeah, the possession duration was fucking crazy. 8 seconds was so long. So I'm glad to see it going to 6 seconds. Steal life effective possession target decreased 50 to 25%. They halved the life steal to allies, which is crazy. So you're not gonna be healing as much. Oh my god, okay. Super attack. Damage per shockwave decreased. Oh my god, they took out 1,000, bro. 2,000 from 3,000, 3,600, 4,200, 4,800 to 2,000, 2,800, 3,600, 4,400. Recovered HP for each hero hit unified. So 50, 60, 70, 80% down to just 20%. Wow. Wow. Wow, so he's gonna be healing only 20%. Dude, they demolished the baby. Oh my god, they demolished baby. Just look at his numbers, bro. Everything's just nerfed. Crazy. Android 18. Rush attack no longer provides stacks. Okay. So you have to use your skills, which is understandable. This 18 was going crazy. A damage decrease on her skill 3 by they just unified it to 680. Okay. While reactivating, if an enemy is KO'd by your final exhale dash, the number of possible reactivation will now increase. If you kill anybody with an exhale dash, you get one. Okay. And then cooldown increase on her ulti from 80 seconds to 90 seconds. Oof, 90 seconds. Oof. That feels bad. Rush attacks no longer providing stacks is actually going to be crazy. So you're going to actually have to land all your attacks. Because 18 did so much damage. Because, dude, she just kept attacking and she just kept getting damage. This is crazy. Crazy. Zamasu. His ulti cooldown increased to 90 seconds. And then the movement speed down effect decreased from 80 seconds to 70 seconds. Oh, not 80% to 70%, not seconds. Okay, not much of a nerf or buff. These are not, yeah, not much of a nerf. Majin Buu, skill 3 ready go. No skill effects to enemies on hit removed. What? No skill effect to enemies. Oh, wow. They took away his silence. Okay, I don't know why they took away his silence, because Majin Buu is a pretty shitty character still. They should have buffed his numbers for sure. Let's see, cooler, HP increase, and then attack up, and then cooldown increase, and then damage decreased on his ulti. So they're basically making him more into a tank role. Yeah, I like that a lot. So they basically took away his damage, but they gave him a lot of tanking. So hopefully he fills out the tanking role a little bit better now. I actually like this change. I don't want to read this. I don't want to read this, bro. My boy Krillin. All right. Stats. Sure. Energy mine. Cooldown increased from 5 seconds to 6 seconds. That's fine. 1 second is not that much. Not the biggest nerf they could have done to Krillin. Energy blast explosion / secondary explosion damage decreased. To okay. 1260, 1400, 1680 to 1080, 1200, 1440, 1440, 1600, 1920, 1260, 1400, 1680. And then marked effect time shortened from 7.5 to 5 seconds. That's fine. The damage is definitely his biggest nerf here. Because Krillin, you just put hella mines on top of each other and you would basically just one-shot anybody. You would just one-shot anybody. So having his damage decrease, now you're gonna have to outplay your opponents a little bit more. They're gonna have a little bit more survivability. So yeah, I actually enjoy this change because I did feel like Krillin has way too much damage on his mines. His scattering energy wave, homing energy blast damage increase from 200 to 250. I didn't think the damage was the problem for that. I think the problem is, one, controlling it, and two, trying to get out of it. I think they should let you like just send it out in a straight line without having to control it. I really wish they would let you do that. And the destructo disc gaining 20 seconds on his cooldown. Now, the good thing about Krillin is his destructo disc is crazy. Don't get me wrong, it's crazy. But for the most part, his balls were doing all the work. Dead ass, like his balls were doing all the work, and they're running away. You just pop that destructo disc, and like you instantly kill them. So that's it for the buffs and nerfs. Buffs, I think they should have buffed a little bit more, especially with the Trunks, the Frieza. I think they should have gotten bigger buffs. I think Piccolo could have gotten a bit of a buff as well. Nerfs, well, they destroyed Baby, so hopefully he's more in line with the other characters. Same with 18, she's not gonna be doing too much damage, but 18, we'll see like what role she fills after this. Zamasu, they didn't really do much to him. I think he could use a buff, especially to his survivability. I think they should buff his HP just a tiny bit, or maybe add some defensive buff somewhere within his skill set. Boo needs hella. I think they need to buff up his numbers a little bit more. Boo could be a good tank, but in the beta he just wasn't really fulfilling his role to the fullest. I like what they did with Cooler. Cooler is definitely more tanky now, fulfilling a more tanky role. Krillin, I'm glad like Krillin didn't get nerfed too much, but you will have to try harder for the kill. If you me, I play a super aggressive Krillin, so this really affects my play style. I'm just gonna have to outplay the opponent even more so now. Hopefully the 50 damage from the scattering energy wave is enough to surprise the opponent and be like, oh shit, actually does that much damage. So yeah. If you're playing Krillin like defensively, I don't think this is like too big of a nerf. I think this just affects like aggressive Krillins. Now let's check the adjustments that they did to the other characters. Attack. See, I don't understand, like they have this right as just an adjustment, but then like you go up here and it's like right here. How is this a buff for Khalifa and then this is just an adjustment for Goku? What? Okay, whatever. Yeah, whoever did these patch notes literally just like literally just put buffs, like not knowing what the fuck it meant, like dead ass, like adjustments, and it's just like a Khalifa buff. Adjustment right here, but a buff right here, make it make sense. All attacks up when transformed, and then cooldown increased on the spirit bomb. Okay, same thing with Vegeta, so Vegeta gets the same exact adjustments. Attack up when transformed, and then increase cooldown on the OT. Now the Big Bang and Spirit Bomb were fairly, would I say game change? No, game enders. If you use a Big Bang attack or Spirit Bomb and all the enemies are concentrated in like a group, you basically just won the game, essentially. Let's see, you got Super Oob, base HP adjusted. All right, I wish I knew what that meant, but whatever. Battle system. So these are just all the battle system. These are the dragon buffs, everything like that. So let's see what they have to talk about. Nappa, rush attack damage boost upon KO increased, so 20 to 30, so that's a bigger increase. Android 16 gives movement speed 10 to 15%, and then Jaco gives skill damage from 10% to 20%. Okay, so okay. Hard to say if these buffs will be game changing. In the beta, you could literally win the entire game without getting any of these. I kind of wish they would bring back like the Great Ape mechanic. I think the game needs some kind of one, either comeback or game finish. It needs a combat factor / game finisher factor, I think, in this game, because in this game there is no comeback. If you get shit on, you get shit on, like dead ass. So hopefully maybe these could be good comeback mechanics, but I think like if you're just steamrolling, you're gonna get these anyways, and you're just gonna steamroll even harder. So God of Destruction now prioritize heroes rather than accompanying characters such as Dodoria and Zarbon. A timer has been added near the God of Destruction to indicate the time until Zeno arrives. That's good quality of life. Nice. Ride. I don't know what this is. Helper ride. Activation direction cannot be chosen with directional input. Helper defensive buff. Cooldown shortened from 60 to 30. Gekishin High. Cooldown reduction rate increase from 25 to 50%. I have no idea what this is. Lightning Swift. I have no idea what any of these are. I have no idea what any of this shit is. Super Snowball. Yeah, I have no idea what any... Super Snow, I don't know what any of this shit is right here. So yeah, there are the patch notes. If you can let me know what any of this shit is at the bottom, like Helper Ride, Helper Defensive Buff, Gekishin High, Lightning Swift, Super Snowball. Let me know what all those mean. Because I have no idea what this means. So please let me know down in the comments below. Those are the version 1.1.0 patch notes. If you enjoyed watching this video, please remember to leave a like down below and leave a comment on what you thought about the nerfs and buffs. Now, as long with the buffs, I think they should have buffed a lot more. But with the nerfs, I think Baby is a good nerf, 18 is a good nerf, and Krillin is a good nerf. They were pretty much overtuned for the beta, but now they should fall in line with the other characters. We're just gonna have to see how they perform in game. Please subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.